Easter, Good Friday. Easter in the Caribbean are so different. Easter in the Caribbean is a cultural experience that starts from Lent, 40 days of prayer and fasting, repentance, feeling guilty and asking God for forgiveness for all the wrong things that you may have done. Let's just say that it's a time of solemn reflection, and you'll be waking up every morning to pray. And one of the biggest traditions is kite flying. Let's start with Good Friday. If you ever think about cooking meat or eating meat on a Good Friday, joke you're making, just know that God will punish you according to the old people back in the day. You better ask for forgiveness and take a purge, get the meat out of your system, because there is no way you eating meat, cooking meat on a Good Friday. Well, that's if you grew up with your grandparents or old people like I did. Good Friday in Grenada is a sacred time. No meat, no play, no loud music. If you think you are going to blast that soca on Good Friday, joke you're making. That old lady next door, your neighbor, she and all will walk right into your house and make sure that music is turned down. She will come inside your house and turn down that music. You don't play with them old people back in the day and the religious Good Friday. The only Good Friday fun for us was to put an egg in a glass of water and wait to see if it formed a church, a boat, or a coffin at 12 o'clock. During the Easter season, while other countries are celebrating Easter in their own way, in Grenada, our tradition, yes, we'll bake a little cake, a little potato pudding, we'll have fried saltfish, fried fish, and our provision. If you don't know what provision is, let me tell you. Green fig, blogo, yam, dashing, tanya, breadfruit. It is grown food. That is what we eat during the Easter holiday. Other countries in the Caribbean has their own preference of, celebrating. As the Jamaican, they have their bun and cheese. That's the big tradition. 1 week before Easter, the school will give holiday. And as a child, you will think the Easter break is time to play with your friends. No, not in Grenada. Not in a Grenadian household. No, not in a Caribbean household either. Nowadays, school break is fun and activities for kids. The children always want to go somewhere, do something. Back in the day, any school break, holiday, or whatever you want to call it, was time for you to catch up on your house chores. The piece of yard that you didn't get to sweep last week because you had school, now you don't have school, you better go sweep that piece of yard. School break is not even for school work. Growing up in Grenada in my time, our parents never had to tell us to do school work. It comes naturally. We just know we have school work to do and you gotta do it, right? Like the Nike sign says, just do it. As for chores, your parents will ask you to do chores, and sometimes they don't even ask because they just expect you to do it. On Easter Sunday, we celebrate the resurrection of God, of Jesus. So we go to church, we come back, and we cook a nice big dinner. And Easter Sunday is a big family gathering. Don't talk about food. Everything you could think about is on the table. From rice and peas to stew peas to pumpkin and everything you could think about on Easter Sunday. From morning, every household there will be missing members. Husbands, boyfriends, and sons, all the male genders will be missing. You cannot find them around the house to do nothing because they are gone. They are in some pasture somewhere trying to put up a kite, fixing a broken kite, tying a tail on a kite, or somewhere in the bush looking for a fallen or a stolen kite or a lost kite. The making of the kite starts since in March or early, and this is one of our biggest traditions. The Easter season kite flying, especially on Easter Sunday. Easter Monday? Easter Monday ain't coming and go just so. Is the day when every mother, father, auntie, uncle, nene, parent, boy, girl, everybody is going on the beach. They don't even go into bed, but they're just taking a ride. They're just taking a... If they never go on the beach any other time in their life or during the year, on a Easter Monday, they must go. It is becoming a bit of a tradition right now. right? They don't even have space on the beach to bathe, but everybody and their brother is there with soca music blasting. If you don't have a ride, you better catch a ride with your neighbor. Somebody is going. There is something beautiful and unique about our Grenadian people and how we celebrate life in all its glory. If you have the opportunity to witness the strength and the soul of our people, it's full of fun and joy, and it will have you laughing and crying at the same time. That is Easter in Grenada and the Caribbean.